Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited because the United Polaris Lounge is finally open. It has been almost 2 years since we've been in the United Polaris Lounge. Today we're going to be flying United Polaris from here in Newark Liberty Airport all the way to Rome.
Oh dear, I've waited all year for Christmas to be here. And if there's one thing I know, you can't have Christmas alone.
We are going to Italy to continue our Christmas spectacular. And what's even more exciting is today I have my favorite travel companion with me, Amanda. She's behind the camera. We'll see a little bit of her later. I've got my favorite drink, an old fashioned. Cheers to a great flight.
Oh, I can just tell.
Yo, my name's Jeff, and this is my 2021 Christmas Spectacular.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bell.
We arrived at Newark via a quick flight from Boston, and I was happy to see that there was plenty of Christmas spirit in the airport today. We made our way straight to the Polaris Lounge. These lounges have been closed since early 2020, so we were really excited to visit once again. Even the hallway to the bathrooms is pretty swanky, so let's do a loo review. The loos are all private rooms here, spacious, reasonably clean, and there are also shower rooms and relaxation pods available here as well. The Polaris lounges are available in most United hubs and accessible only if you're flying in long-haul Polaris business class. There's plenty of seating throughout the lounge, and they even have a dining room with table service as well. The bartenders here are always fantastic, and hopefully they'll bring back the signature drinks soon. If you've never been to a United Polaris Lounge, this really is on par with like a really good first class lounge. They have unbelievable sit-down meal service, a full bar with really great cocktails, and definitely sets your trip off on the right foot. So let's head to the gate and hop on board. Here we go, let's go to Rome.
Let's go.
Today we'll be flying on United's largest plane, the Boeing 777-300. This aircraft seats up to 350 passengers in 3 cabins. There's 60 United Polaris business class seats, which we'll be riding in today, as well as 24 premium economy seats and 266 standard economy seats. All right, welcome aboard the United Polaris. Now we're on board the Boeing 777-300. This is actually the first aircraft that United introduced with the new Polaris seats. And Amanda and I were actually on the very first flight back in 2016, which was super cool. Now, there's going to be no views out the window today. However, we're sitting in the 2 middle seats, and you'll see why we chose these seats. If you're sitting with a loved one or a friend on a long journey, definitely recommend getting these 2 seats in the middle together so you can enjoy the private experience. I want to show you some of the things that are here waiting in our seat today. First, we've got a beautiful amenity kit. I'm going to give away one of these amenity kits. All you have to do is leave a comment, and I will ship an amenity kit to anywhere in the world. We'll pick one of the comments at random and send you the United amenity kit. I will also review the contents later on so you can see what's inside. We also have one of my favorite items on a United airplane, the Polaris gel cooling pillow. It's basically like a memory foam pillow that just stays ultra cool. So if you like a cool pillow, this is great. I love it. They also give you a standard pillow as well. And all the bedding here on United Airlines is from Saks Fifth Avenue. If you don't know Saks Fifth Avenue, it's a really high-end department store based out of New York City, and they're known for just incredibly high-quality products. And there you'll see the leftover trash from the previous flight. Now, what do you think? Clean plus or clean minus? One of the comments I got in the last video is, where's the menu? You gotta show more of the food. United still doesn't have menus. I don't know what's going on. Lufthansa's got menus, KLM's got menus, everyone's got menus. United doesn't have menus, so be it. Today's choices were a beef short rib, a salmon, and a pasta. Do you remember?
It's a ravioli dish.
Since United scored a clean minus today, we'll clean our seats as usual. I liked how the IFE told you exactly what to expect for service on the flight this evening. There are a ton of movies available, and they even had a great selection of holiday hits. Podcasts, maybe not so much. There's one very important thing missing from the podcast. Amanda, what is missing from the podcast?
My dad wrote it.
There's an electronic partition between the seats in case you don't know your seat neighbor, or maybe if your husband gets really annoying. But what sets these seats apart is that they are set up so you can be close to your neighbor, and it gives you a very private experience since you're tucked in from the aisle and can't see anyone else while you're seated.
When I reminisce.
Alright, we're taxiing to the gate now. It's going to be about a 7.5-hour flight, so we're really looking forward to it. Now, since I'm in the middle, I don't have any taxi footage, but let's take a look at our landing earlier in Newark. It was beautiful.
Our home luminesced, a glow of coziness, while snow covered our old swing set.
Now it's a lucky day for me and you because it's time for Lou Review number 2. As usual, the United Polaris bathroom is clean, modern, and reasonably spacious, featuring amenities including hand lotion, facial mist, and de-wrinkling spray. My drink order was not quite right, but fine nonetheless. Amanda went with the beef and I went with the salmon. Both were quite good, but disappointingly still a single tray meal service, and not the multi-course tablecloth service everyone else is now offering again. And as I do each and every year, I hit play on my favorite Christmas movie. Second time around, we got the drink order right and some more water to stay hydrated, and settled for this ice cream cup of disappointment. Fragile must be Italian.
I really miss the ice cream sundae bar that would come at the end of the old service, but I really like the speediness of everything being on its own tray, delivered all at once.
Yeah, definitely. If you watched my last United business class flight, you'll know that my favorite thing about the service was the ice cream sundae, and unfortunately that is not back.
Oh, I miss those hot towels. Those were the best. And I also miss the paper menu because you could take it home and have it as an addition to your amenity kit as something to remember your trip by. So I can't wait for them to come back.
One good thing was the Polaris Lounge is open.
The Polaris Lounge is amazing. I love how big it is. I love how open it is. There's a bunch of different types of seating, and there's even the restaurant, which is great. I love the quiet room that they have and the phone room, just in case you have to do a FaceTime call.
We'd like to take a minute and tell you about some of our favorite Christmas memories, and hopefully you can leave some of your own Christmas memories in the comments below. So Amanda, what are some of your favorite Christmas memories?
My grandmother growing up was a very adventurous cook, so she would try new things and new recipes all the time. So just like all the different foods growing up was just the most amazing part of Christmas for me as a child.
So growing up, every Christmas Eve was a really big adventure. My grandparents lived literally 2 houses down the street from us, and one of the cool things is every year one of my uncles would put on a Santa costume and just walk by the house out front just casually and give us all the impression that Santa was right out front walking around the neighborhood, which was a lot of fun. The very next morning, we would go to my grandparents' house on my father's side. You would walk into their house, and every square inch of that living room was covered with Christmas gifts. And we just thought it was the most fun thing you could ever imagine.
And I'm just so excited to just be in close quarters with all of our friends and family, spending time, just making memories. Those are the things that are just really important.
And I think the Christmas magic is alive and well nowhere else like it is in Europe. One of the things that I really love, as you saw in the last video, is the Christmas markets are really incredible. The chocolates, the stroopwafels, the Ferris wheel, the rides, just the whole experience is really incredible. I really enjoy it. And I also really enjoy the Boxing Day tradition. It's just a really great time. Build great memories together and build happiness. We're just wrapping up our Christmas movies here, and what comes next?
Some sleep.
Time to go to bed mode. And wow, I sure slept well. At least 3 hours of solid sleep, which on an overnight flight to Europe is nothing other than a Christmas miracle. I hope you enjoy this B-roll of some of the features of the seat. If you'd like to see a more in-depth review, I've linked some of my earlier United Polaris videos down below. So one thing that's kind of cool about United is their amenity kits change out frequently, so if you fly with them a lot, you'll get quite a few different bags for your collection. We're going to give away the cool one here. Inside, we find all the usual amenities, everything you could need for an overnight flight. Buongiorno, we made it to Rome. Now let's go back to the Polaris Lounge and I'll let you know how we booked this flight at such a great deal. Now what you may not know is Christmas is actually a really great time to take business class flights to Europe. Now normally business class to Europe will cost anywhere from like $3,000 to $5,000+ round trip. However, we paid under $1,000 for our one-way flight in Polaris today. Now normally we would use an upgrade with miles or maybe some plus points, but today we just pay cash because it actually worked out to be a much better deal that way. Got our bags, and now we're gonna get the rental car. You ready? Okay. Just kidding. Let's find the Fiat. But we made it to Rome and we're really excited to be here. I had a really great overnight flight, probably some of the best sleep I got on a flight in a long time, which was really nice. So arrived feeling really refreshed. Don't forget, all you have to do is leave a comment below to win the free amenity kit. And if you like this video, please click the like button and hit the notification bell. You'll be the first to know when I post a new video. Coming up is the 2021 Christmas Spectacular finale. We visited Santa's home in Lapland, went on a unique sled ride, and saw the Northern Lights on the Santa Claus Express train. After that, we headed to England for what would be one of the best Christmases of my entire life, and we still got to find out who our secret Santas in Texas were. I believe that travel helps us build a more peaceful planet, and I hope to see you on my next journey. Happy holidays. And before I end this video, here are some of the beautiful spots we visited while we were in Italy. The Venuti a Violante. We are here in beautiful Italy exploring these gardens today. The cool thing about this place is they actually inspired the beautiful gardens at the Palace of Versailles, which is probably one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen. Now, it's really important as tourists that we come and visit these places and support them with our tourist dollars, because our tourist dollars are going to help these places survive and be here for future generations to come, which is super important because if you look around, I don't think we'd be able to build a place like this today. It's absolutely incredible.
The best time of the year. Count